can do us. So I think that'll develop in the future.
They need to spend some time with a relationship expert through Blue. Mount Vernon, and then Gary, Big Al in Australia. Can I ask you to go and mute when you're not talking? We're getting feedback coming for you, brother.
I'm on mute.
It's still coming for you sometimes, mate. Alright, cheers, mate. Mount Vernon.
The new signings, considering with at one point in the game we had 4 new signings on, I thought it was unbelievable, the performance levels. Martin showed his class, I thought, throughout the game. I agree with some people who maybe started quite slow. I thought the boy Goss is, if we can sign that boy, if Rudy's right, if we can sign that boy, what a player that boy could be. I thought Jamie Murphy was very, very hard working. He showed a bit of threat. We could go by people. I just think Jason Cummings is going to be some player for us, mate. So I can't really speak any higher than I think the new signs will be just absolutely fantastic,
All right. We've also been George and Big Ulster, so I'm going to go to George first and then Big Ulster. Evening, George.
How you doing, Ox? All right?
All right, mate. Brilliant, mate. Did you enjoy that last night?
I thought it was excellent. I've seen us playing better, didn't get me wrong, but I thought it was a really good game. I thought it was going to be a good game.
It was a good game of football, George.
I thought it was a good game of football. It was high end to end. We had, I would say, everybody wasn't outstanding, but they're all at least sevens. And that's what you can ask for every week. If you get that every week, then you'll do no bad. But I heard the question a while ago. I thought it was a bit of a ridiculous question. Did we dodge a bullet with McInnes? Obviously, I would have said I was probably one of the guys who was right behind them, wanting McInnes to come to Ibrox. I still think he's a good manager, didn't get me wrong.
Oh, we lost George.
I think he just broke there.
Oh, sure, George will be back. Yeah, Big Ulster, you with us?
Yes, I'm here. How are you?
All right, mate.
Hi, Ulster.
Yeah, just back from the Rangers meeting there, so I'm literally just home.
And everybody in a good mood?
A very good mood, mate. Yep. I think we're all quite pleased how the new signings came in and done the job for us. That was a tough ask for them, especially at home at Ibrox against Aberdeen. Everybody came in and done a job for us, and I have to congratulate everybody. I thought it was a fantastic display.
All right, cheers, big man.
Can I come in on the Hawks?
George is back. Well,
okay.
Bridge.
Right, no problem.
George, are you back with us?
How you doing? All right? You hear me now, Ox?
You got money there. You got some change for me for the phone box.
I don't know what happened there. It must be using Ayrshaw's internet tonight or something like that. But what I was going to say, the thing about, I think it was about somebody said about dodging a bullet with McInnes. I would like to think that if McInnes had the players we had in the park last night, we'd have still win the game. If you get
it's a difficult question. You'll never know.
Of course it is. I do spot when they were saying it there, Ken, did we dodge a bullet? And I think that was a bit of a silly question. Obviously there's folk wanting to want them to the start, and the folks were wanting them to the start, and we've got to see it with both angles, but I just think it was a bit of a silly question. I thought Rangers played well last night. Do you think Murray's still the guy to win the league? I don't know. I'm still not 100% convinced. We should be beating Aberdeen anyway, Ox. That's the way I see it. We should be beating them. That's just right. We played well.
The jury's out till Sunday, mate. It's going to be a run. We'll see where it takes us, mate. Look, we beat Aberdeen, but we beat Aberdeen before 3-0. And then we beat them in the next game, and then we lost 2 games, and that wouldn't be acceptable going forward. Gary, what did you think of the new players last night?
I was very happy with each one of them. They all looked very calm. There was no nerves. For me, the standout was definitely Goss. I think that boy is going to be a class player. I think Martin looks like he could be an ideal replacement if Danny Wilson does go. But the one I really want to see, doing well is Jamie Murphy. But no, every one of them, I'm very, very, very pleased with them.
Cheers, mate. Where are we now, Bridge?
I can agree with everybody so far. I think I don't think it was a failure at all in the team and the squad. In fact, last night, including the manager, I think it was excellent. I can't praise the team and club high enough. I'm so delighted I know it sounds as if I'm biased or something like that, but I truly am. I just want us to do well, and boy, did we do well last night. I have no complaints about any player in our squad whatsoever. They will all play well for us, for sure. Some will play better than the others. All the new guys. I hope our manager, the one thing I hope our manager's doing is he's talking to that director of football, and the two of them are getting their heads together and saying, see that boy Goss? Go and find out what contract he's on. Was it QPR he's with? Find out about it. Or send somebody down there to do some investigation on it, and let's see where we stand. Because, gets to near the end of the season, we may have a few quid to spare, who knows? And my goodness gracious, could we do with buying a nice player like that? My God, he's a wonderful player. Wonderful.
Ibrox Loyal.
I think the new players that came in last night did themselves very proud indeed. Thought Russell Martin had a great game as well. Did what had to be done. Sean Goss, I think we all know what sort of player he was, the way that he performed in Florida, and it's proven that he can do it in our league as well. And I think we've got every chance, mate. I would send somebody down a QPR and just say to them, can we have a wee bid on him at the end of the season? I'll be the first ones to get a bid on him come the end of this season, because I think he's going to prove to be a very, very valuable player coming the end of this season, mate.
Listen, can I just point something out that somebody's put a photo in the lobby? It's an old photo. The boy Greg Docherty's knowing crutches the day he signs for the Rangers. Last word to Al, 63.
Well, George has just put in the lobby that 6 or 7 million for Goss. I don't really see us going for him, but I think with the way that they're all kind of getting their heads together, whoever it is that's getting their heads together, I think what they've got to do is earmark someone that can play in the same manner that the guy Goss can. That's obviously not going to cost anything like that. Because there's players out there that can do it. It's just finding them. That's the hard bit, I know that, but there's guys out there.
The money for that kind of boy is potential, and obviously if anybody fancies him in that English league, you seem to just double the prices because it's mental money, and it's getting mental money in the Championship as well, mate. Listen, lads, can I thank you for your... It's why you went in the first hour of the show. Can everybody go on mute? Fox has got a tune for us. Thanks very much, Fox. We're all back?
Yep.
All right, so let's say a Rangers radio welcome to Greg Docherty. And our Rangers supporter signing for the club, absolutely magnificent. And I've never seen anybody look so pleased. I thought Jamie Murphy looked pleased, but God, does this boy look ecstatic. Blue Shadow.
Could you come back to us, mate?
All right, mate. About 11:05, all right? Big William. Big Ulster, sorry.
Oh, it's fantastic, mate. Fantastic. It's good to get another bear in there. Boys that know what the club's all about, know what it means. And he, as you say, I was watching him and his pictures and he looks delighted. So it's fantastic. Big, massive welcome to him.
Yeah. True Blue, you've been, no pun intended, but you've been banging that drum for a long time to get Rangers supporters in there.
Aye, mate. Aye, definitely, without a doubt. I think I think we've been remiss in no doing that. You know, as I say, young player, plenty of potential, and a bear into the bargain. You know, you can't. It's a win-win situation. Boy looks absolutely delighted, as any Rangers supporter would be, signing for the club. And as I say, I think you always get more out of them. And funnily enough, I had a Hamilton Accy supporter in the house yesterday. I had a visitor yesterday. And she's a season ticket holder, and she was saying he's a better player. You know, we were linked with Ali Crawford for a while there, and she says they're a cracking player. You know, really, if Rangers get him, they'll be getting a great signing.
All right, Rudy Bear. Oh, Rudy Roder. Mount Vernon.
I think he's living every boy's dream. Certainly was my dream growing up, Boxchair, to play for Rangers, and the young man is privileged to be signing for Rangers, the most successful team in the world. He knows what the club's all about, knows what we demand as fans, and what makes this club special. So I can only say welcome, Greg, and give 100%. We'll give you 100% back, mate. And for what I've heard for good sources, he's the type of player that we'll be seeing in a good few years. So I think just absolutely delighted for him. I think he'll bring a different dynamic to the team in midfield. But as the boys have said, it's everybody's dream to sign for your boyhood heroes. So well done, Greg, and can't wait to see you on the pitch, mate.
Gary.
Aye, absolutely. Very, very happy that we've signed yet another Rangers man. I think that's really important to have players that know what it's all about, and know what it takes to play for Rangers. What I really enjoyed though, the night was seeing that picture and his family. I can't remember the last time I've seen a picture like that. Absolutely fantastic, and the boy looks delighted, and I just hope he shows that when he steps on the park.
Rudy Bear.
It's a step in the right direction, isn't it? Young Scottish talent, he's a bear. He'll give it his all. You know, Murphy a bear, Docherty a bear, Dorrans a bear. It's True's right. These are the kind of boys we need. Boys with talent, boys that run through brick walls for the club. Living the dream. He's got the talent today, but we never had, you know. So more power to the club. I think they've done a brilliant job, and I think that's.
Speak of yourself.
I think Mark Allen touched on that in one of his interviews a wee while back. He was talking about, you know, the kind of players we'll be looking to bring in, the players, you know, with the right attributes. This is one of the attributes he was talking about. And for me, it's a step in the right direction. More power to that elbow for me. I think it's a great signing, young Docherty. He's a cracking young player. You know, midfield's starting to look really, really strong. So it is, you know. But brilliant. Absolutely delighted with signing tonight. And the signings. I mean, this transfer window in particular, I think it's been really, really good. I never saw this coming, to be honest. 4 weeks ago, whatever. Never saw this transfer window coming, so I'm really pleased with that.
Fox?
Being a Rangers supporter himself, mate, he'll know that he's going to have to make a big step up for Hamilton Accies to Rangers. and I hope in his time at Rangers he fulfills his dreams and his potential, and we'll all be winners, mate.
Here, mate. Well said. The Bridge.
Well, he's highly rated at Hamilton, and I like to wish him massive welcome, particularly from myself as a fan, but probably for all the fans, really. A massive welcome to Rangers. And as Mount Vernon's always said, it's the most successful club in the world. Let's hope he can step in there and grow up a bit, as he goes through. And by the end of this season or the next season, he's be in a natural position in the Rangers team. And I hope now, Rangers look only in the positive side of things. That boy for Kilmarnock, scrap him. Whatever his name was, I can't remember. The boy who was the winger at Kilmarnock, scrap him. Forget him. Only go for boys that want to come to here. Only go for people who want to come. Find out first.
All right. Ibrox Loyal.
Mate, I'm absolutely delighted. There was a waiting Christmas morning, mate. And I think I nearly broke Twitter the amount of times I kept refreshing it every 5 minutes throughout the day. Absolutely delighted that he's here. I'm a bit like True Blue. I've been talking to a few Hamilton Accies fans in the last couple of weeks when I knew that there was a good chance of coming. And he says that he's got every potential to be better than McCarthy and MacArthur, mate. And we know how good they two have been down south. So if he, as Fox says there as well, gets every bit of potential at him in his 4.5 years at our club, mate, we're on to a winner. And I thank the board and I thank Mr. Murty and Mark Allen for getting us there line. Absolutely delighted, mate.
Al 63, and then Big Al for Australia.
Bloody hell, I know where I'm the pecking list now.
I done it in reverse
I forgot
alphabetical
what I was
order.
going to say. No, I'm kidding you on.
I've done it in reverse alphabetical order.
That's brilliant. I think the guy he's really good. We've seen him at Ibrox. We can see how he can walk past players. And if you cast your mind back ages ago, it wasn't just myself. There's been a few on here, and they've all been calling for the same thing. We need a player that can beat the player in front of him, and this boy can do it. I don't think we have to wish him any greatness or anything like that. I think he's got greatness. That's probably why he's smiling all the time. He knows he's good, and he will be good.
Never seen anybody so delighted. Big Al in Australia.
All right. I don't know much about the boy, but what I'll say is, where do we see him playing on the team? Has he come into the team for the Ross County game? Is he straight in? I heard the word potential. Have we both potential? So we'll not see him for 6 months.
He's 21, mate. The minimum
Right, so he's a man.
on the bench. He'll be on the bench. Minimum.
Definitely. So where does he fit in the team?
Well, he's a box-to-box creative midfielder, so he's not a sitting midfielder. So if we play a 4, he'll be in there with one other. We play a diamond, he'll be left. I think he's right fitted, so he'll be on the right of the diamond because he's creative as well as box-to-box. So he's got to earn his place first,
Oxter. I reckon he'll become. I reckon he'll become a regular very, very quickly. Very quickly.
So did he dislodge Hall or Goss or?
Well, Goss is not going to be with us long term, but I think Goss has got to play because McCrory's out just now.
That's a question we don't know. Al. We don't know. He's 21. He's got to maybe get in the team. He's got to get when he gets his chance. He plays and stays in the team.
I think he'll play all the time. I think
he's a Premier League player.
Yeah. Aye, we won't be playing this diamond all the time either. Not a chance.
Look, we've got to have two good players in every position, mate. So he's the young boy. We've got older midfield players, and it's the start of a conveyor belt, mate. When older players are faded out, I think this is the Mark Allen playbook for me, mate. He's bringing in young talent, but the age of our squad has dropped dramatically, and it'll get even better when we get rid of some of the older players in the summer. And that is always the target at Rangers, to have more than one good midfielder, more than one good defender, more than one good attacker, mate. And that's what we seem to have solved this season.
Mm-hmm.
Can I come in there, but
he's a squad player.
I think they're all squad
Everybody's
players.
a squad player, Al.
No, but I'm looking at the first team. I'm on the first team to be enhanced. He's played in the Premier League.
But if you look at if we've got players like him that can come in, we'll not end up with a situation hopefully that we ended up at 80 minutes last night where there's players out on their feet because we didn't have the players to replace them really. So
that's a brilliant shout, Shadow. That's a great shout.
Gosson Holt played really well last night, but if you think about it, we've got Dorrans, Jack and McCrory, who are all right, all out injured at the moment. Docherty's just come in, Rossiter's back at training. Every one of these boys are going to have to play for their position. It's not just a case of first name in the team sheet, unless you're playing out your socks, you know what I mean? So for me, it depends who we're up against, who we're playing, the system we're going to play. And it's about a strong bench for me. It's not just about the first 11. I've been talking about this for weeks and weeks now. We need a strong bench. We need to be able to look at the bench and bring one or two players off the bench that's going to make a difference if it's no gone well. And that's what this boy is. But like all the rest,
Rudy, can I come in there, Rudy? Just a second, Rudy. What I was going to say was that the boy's actually injured. He's not played for a couple of weeks. He's got a wee niggling injury, but he's passed his fitness test okay. But I don't know. There's an expectation by some, I would imagine.
Do you believe that?
No, there's an expectation by some that midfielders are going to play every week. They're not going to play every week.
No, knocks, you know? That's my point. My point is, we've got all these really good midfielders. They're all good midfielders, but it depends. It will depend on who we're playing. It will depend on the plan, the system. You know, how we're going to go about the game. You know, and it's a case of having two or three of them on the bench that you can look at and say, right, this is not gone well the new. Let's take him off and bring him on. You know, we need a strong bench because there's times this season we've looked at the bench and there's not been much on there, unfortunately. You know,
well, last night was a prime example, as was said earlier. Last night was a prime example. If you could have brought two midfielders on last night, two proven midfielders, that is, you could have done well. You could have done well last night.
Yeah. Well said, Dutch one.
Can I just come in on that? I think if you look
at mate.
I think if you look at some of the games, the one I sort of cast my mind back to what Rudy just said there, that I think if you look at the game at Celtic Park where we were dominating them, but I think what we're needing was a
wee problem with your volume there, Mount.
No, that's not me, mate. It's somebody can hear the show in the background. No, as I said, I think if you look back to the Celtic game, I think we were crying out for somebody like maybe Greg Docherty or somebody like that, Jason Cummings, to come off the bench. If that type of quality's got to be coming off the bench, if it's not happening, then you've got to be winning more games and you've got to be losing games. And for me, that's the type of players that we really, really need to get. And it's a bit of a strong squad, it's a bit strong individuals. There's a lot of games.
Can I just ask, if you're not talking, can you go and Mount? I'll do it with name. So if you don't mind going and Mount, you're not talking. We've been joined by Travel Rock. Evening, Travel Rock.
Good evening.
Evening, Travel.
Brilliant, isn't it? A wee result like that. I'm just saying it's cracking. A good result, a good performance. How many callers you had on the night? Everybody's desperate to get on here and have a blather about it. It's brilliant supporting the Rangers when we're winning, and we're doing things right. The announcement today for the boy, Greg signing, fantastic.
You fancy him as a player, Trevor?
A day in, and again, almost as important, I think it's its identity. This boy understands what it is to be playing. As somebody was saying about living the dream, you've seen that that's the type of player that we are needing. That's the type of thing that we are needing in our club, because people have tried to erase our identity, and we are going to be bringing it back. And if what's happening with some of the other clubs in this league just now, people are starting to see it, and I think we're now starting to put the shiners up. Some of them. Brendan's having he's having fallouts at other place. He's I wouldn't be surprised if he turns turtle and disappears down the road, because I don't know that he wants to get. I don't know that he wants to own his book that he was a manager when Rangers came storming back and took the league off him. Might not be this year. I hope it is, but it's going to be next year, because we're building and we're getting momentum here. The popcorn teeth along the road. He's losing his plot as well. He's falling out with Craig Levine, making the right arses say a word of some of the comments he's coming out with. These people hate that we're starting to turn. It absolutely destroys them. and they are going to do everything they can to try and put us. But we've got the momentum. We were the ones that, I mean, I went through the highlights on the telly tonight, and my missus saying, "Look, there's hardly empty at that game. Hardly empty at that game." Showed the Rangers game full house every time we're filling our stadium. They hate it. They hate it. So we need to keep rubbing it into them, and see signing boys like Greg. That's going to make a difference. That's going to, these boys are coming in there, and it's going to mean the world to them to go and win a trophy with the Rangers.
Travel. I actually heard a wee rumour today that Rangers, while they were discussing, not while they were discussing, but additionally to discussing Greg Docherty, Rangers actually made an inquiry about the boy Ali Crawford to come in a sort of freedom of contract thing at the end of the season. So I don't know how true that is or not.
I'll tell you, I know you were saying earlier on about Derek McInnes walking out of Ibrox.
I think he would have been dead. Any seed he'd be dead.
He'd have been devastated for walking out of there last night, right?
I'll tell you another one. McLean.
Kenny McLean.
His face at the end of the game, mate, you could tell it looked as if his actions, mate. He's not a bad player, but like.
Do you know something? He had a smashing game last night as well. He's another one that's got a beautiful left foot on him. And
he was their best player.
He was their best, and he was their best player the last time we played in Bridge. And do you know what? I'm raging at the boy because all he needed today is sit tight for 5 or 6 months. And fair enough, he might be going down there and get an extra coin off in Norwich City. But does that really matter? Norwich City, I'll get a chance to play for the Bears. Come on. And they can talk about all the ones that the Mackay Stephen or the other rotter that can't get a game for that, the other reject. McLean was head and shoulders above them. And that's a big loss for Aberdeen to see McLean leaving. He is the pinnacle of their team.
But they're going to lose their two midfielders. McLean and Christie is their midfield, mate, and none of them are going to be there. You know?
They'll probably end up signing Christie because the Soap Dodgers will not take him back.
Don't know.
Can I just say
he'll end up in Portugal or something like that, boy. I don't see him getting a game.
On you go.
I'm just going to say I think it's awesome to hear Travel in such a good mood.
You ought to hear him in a bad mood.
No, but it's just. But last night, look, it was for me. It was a good atmosphere there last night, and it was good to see. And
he needs to gear up all these vegetables he eats.
see somebody like Jason Holt. There he was, captain of the team last night, and I watched his interview after the game, and you can see it meant a lot to him as well. But you know that he just followed up with a cracking performance as well. For me, Jason Holt was my man in the match because he was going at it all game long. And but there you go. It's somebody that supports their club, somebody that's watched us before for the stand, and there he is, out captain. And you can see them in the wee man's face last night. Do you know what? I know he's not got the physicality maybe for that position, but he'll never ever. No player in Scotland will beat him for effort and determination.
He puts some effort in, Travel, doesn't he? That's the one. That's one of the things I admire about wee Jason Holt.
And that's what you can ask him. Really,
he's not got the physicality, Travel, but my God, does he put in 100%? You know, he's everywhere. You know,
he doesn't shirk. He might get pushed off the ball, but he's there pushing back the next time.
Yeah,
fair play to him.
All through that first half, Travel, us who being Lewis were kind of thinking, "What again? This guy's having?" No, it was awesome. It was everywhere.
Aye, smashing game. But again, it's somebody that
still
the club
means. Continue the air travel.
Oh, he probably would be. Yeah, right. I'd just stand and applaud him because I think he's a cracker, and he's going to have a hard job to get a job in a game in that midfield. But you know what? I think Jason's the type of player you'll never see him running out of paper and having a moan. You'll never see him sulking at the side of the pitch. He just looks as if he's somebody that's happy to be there, will be a great team player and be a smashing squad player. So somebody like Jason is somebody that we should be keeping within our club. And I think he's
if he couldn't get a game, he could end up cover for several positions because you could play him right back, mate.
I don't think. We've got a smashing right back there, Ox. I don't know that we might replace him.
But it's cover, mate. You're going to get injuries and suspension. Let me just rewind.
I've been lucky with Tav, by the way.
What did you say there? No, just everybody stop. Let's just rewind this. I'm going to have to play this tomorrow and play it. Say that again, mate. Say it again.
I said we've got a decent right back.
I think the word you used was smashing. Smashing. All right. Yeah.
I told you he was in a good bid.
Smashing right back. Fox, did you hear that, Fox?
Go to on tape, mate.
Go to
Smashing right back. Sorry, Mount Vernon.
We've
just
got
had to go by you.
We've got to back up left back as well.
Oh, definitely, mate, definitely.
On you go, Mount.
I know. I was just talking about the boys that are out. Obviously, Lee Wallace was mentioned, but I've got some amount of players to come back into the team. You know, we've got Kenny, your favourite Oxshire, Kenny Miller. We've got.
I don't think we'll see much of Kenny, and I'll tell you why. I think the role that he was filling now, Josh Windass is slipping in there and playing it. You know,
we've got Ryan Jack, we've got Dorrans, got all these players to come back into that midfield, and it's unbelievable. Alves, I mean, it's an unbelievable amount of players to come back in, guys, and I think. You know, we've got the remnants of a right good squad here now, and I'm buzzing out my nut, to be honest with you. I'm Clyde Cuckooland, like travel rug probably. I'm like Ibrox loyal, put it in the heat. I was like away in the day, just waiting for Christmas with that boy signing, and it's just I can't wait for the next game. Just can't.
All these teams like Ross County, I think that was a record crowd when we went up there again. The amount of tickets we took the last time. The famous Morelos one where he stole, that was the bit of goalkeeping coach in Ibrox Loyal gave it.
So, to be fair, I think the Bears up at Ross County helped the home end a wee bit as well. You know what I mean?
There'll be even more there. Ibrox Loyal on Sunday.
Definitely, mate. It's going to be a very exciting game again because I could see us maybe fitting another couple of players, new players into the starting lineup maybe. No saying that Morales did anything wrong, mate, but we could see Cummings getting a game. Just get one of their feelings, mate, because I just don't see us going with two up front quite yet. Or actual two up front, as I know we've got Windass just in by Morales at the moment, but I think we'll be sticking with one. I think Cummings might get a wee chance come Sunday.
All right, fair enough. Well, only time will tell. Only time will tell. Blue Shadow in the ad, mate.
I think we need to sort out at the front because at the minute, what happens if Morales gets injured? So we need to sort that out as soon as possible. I know we've got Cummins, but he's no perhaps 100% ready yet. Herrera's no performing. I don't know who else we've got as young players to come in, but we need to sort out something up top just in case Morales gets himself injured for me.
Mm-hmm. So would you like Herrera to move and somebody else come in, mate? In an ideal world?
In an ideal world, but I don't want us just to get rid of Herrera just to get the wages off. I want us to stop that nonsense. I keep getting ripped off. I want money for him.
Mm-hmm. All right, okay, fair shout. So for you, we're covered in midfield and we're light in the forward areas. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, we're right to
could Jamie Murphy not go and play there? He's done it before as well.
Murphy's played up front. There's O'Halloran's played up front.
I forgot about him.
Aye. But yeah, we need to sort out something just in case the lad gets himself injured. So hopefully we need to start getting 2-3 goals ahead so we can bring these boys on and give them extended game time so we can work out, is there anything here or do we just need to forget about them and get them out the door? And also as well, the other area we're short is, of course, is right back. If Tav gets injured, who takes over from him?
Well, I thought Hodgson might have moved in this window, but there could be a bit of tail and throwing in Sir Horsted. I think players will go Fox in True Blue.
Martin can cover too.
Aye, I think there'll be some exits, mate. It's whether we can move players like Hodgson on, mate. I don't know. We'll just need to wait and see if there's a club willing to pay a fee for him, mate.
True Blue?
Aye, I think there's players needing moved on. You talk about Michael O'Halloran and people like that. I think Big Herrera, I think he's had his shout. I think moving him on would clear the way for other people maybe coming in the summer as well, but for guys happy to sit there and not get a game, it's just, for me, I think a few of them will be wanting to move on anyway.
Can I come in there, Rox?
Of course you can, Bridge.
I'd just like to say that if I was Herrera, I would be worried, maybe not worried, but worried might not be the word for it, because he could just sit there and take the money. But from actually getting a game of football's perspective, when you see the three guys that we could mix any two from three, if we want to, the three up front, they're the first choice players. Between those three, there need to be a bad series of injuries before, or massive loss of form by two of them before Herrera gets a game, in my opinion. I just don't see him even coming on the park, even as a substitute. There'll need to be a wise set of choices that our manager makes to keep the rotations and the rotations pure. The thing is, what we all can't forget, fabulous though it is, and there's nobody more happy than I can assure you, but, you know, Sunday's coming up soon, and we can't fall off the pinnacle. We're up there, and we need to stay up there and let everybody else come and try and knock us off the top in that sense. We need to be there. We need to go up to Ross County and absolutely murder them. That's what we need to do. Mollocate them is the word I'd use. We need to do it. And we need to have the players to be able to do it and be in their get their psyche all set up for it. And I don't think Herrera has got that psyche.
I think that's a good point, Bridge, because Ross County will not play the way Aberdeen played. You know, they'll stick 10 men behind the ball, you know. So we need to have the wherewithal on Sunday to be able to break them down. I actually think we've got that now. I know it wasn't not so much before, but I think we've got it now, though.
Wee Cummins and stuff, you know.
We'll get pace. We'll get pace in our team. Obviously, we had Morales and we had Candias and even Windass. But Windass's pace was very limited. He never looked comfortable in that outside left position.
Never.
So all of a sudden you've got pace with Candias, Murphy, and then you've got Morales and Windass, and pace worries all teams' talks.
Without a doubt we've added pace, mate. Windass, he could be one of the ones that might move on, mate. I don't know if there's already been a bid for him, so we'll need to see how that progresses. And I think the boy Docherty could fit right into his role. He is an attacking midfielder, I think. People say he's a box-to-box midfielder, but I think his actual position is an attacking midfielder, mate. So be interesting to see what develops on that side of the game, mate.
I wouldn't be too quick to try and get rid of anyone who's in our top team, in our top squad.
No, I'm not wanting rid of him, Bridge. I'm just saying that there is interest in him, but we've got cover if he does go.
I think it would need to be serious money, Fox, for him to go, because the boys really come onto a game now. You know, you've seen it. Even last night, he was very impressive, I thought. But I think we've got to. I think Bridgeman's absolutely right. But it's paramount that the first teamers, you know, certainly first 15. You know, they boys have got to stay put. It's guys like Hodgson and, you know, Michael Halloran, people like that are really only good enough, you know, for Rangers. It's the guys we need to try and get the door. Easier said than done, is it? Also,
but remember, big wages are finishing up. I mean, in a few weeks' time, you're going to have arguably Kenny's wages will be free and Crankyard's wages will be free. It looks as if, and I'll come to the panel with this, but Danny Wilson looks as if his wages could be free. They'll be decent earners at our club. Shadow.
Yeah, I think it looks like, as I said, there's been a bit of hard negotiating going on, and Danny Wilson said, "Oh, I want this," and they've gone, "No, I don't think so, pal." And I'm really glad to see it. We've been taken advantage of financially for too many years now, and I'm really glad to see at the end of it, if that's what's transpiring.
Alan 63.
Well, I think the main thing when it comes to somebody like Wilson is you can't have him play a couple of a couple of good games and automatically thinking, hey, I should deserve some more money here. It should be more a case of him being sat down and being told, wait a minute, you've only played so many games, good for this. The rest of the time you've been rotten, and that's what needs looked at. So if you want a raise, you've got to maybe play the next full season in the games that you're allowed to play and show us you can keep that standard going. Then we'll look at giving you a raise.
I mean, don't get me wrong, he had a great game at Parkhead and the magnificent game in Tynecastle. Obviously picked up the head knock at Pittodrie in the 2 games, a double header with Aberdeen, he done all right, but he's had some poor games as well. But You get
all
to a
in
stage
all,
where players come and go, mate. Players come and go. You can't get upset.
There's probably time he moved on if he's not going to be happy with the Scott.
Yeah, True Blue then, Big Al in Australia.
According to I caught a bit of Brendan porn tonight, he's supposed to be headed to the MLS, Danny Wilson. But I think if we've got these players in at a younger age and all, and the right metal, shall we say, I think there'll be a few players moving on. I think we look back there and we looked at people that, what do you call them? The wee guy who brought him in a 3-month contract, who made such a great impact. I can't even remember his name now.
Right, he's a club then.
Would it be Jordan Rossiter, a.k.a. Aaron Namani?
Dalcio?
No.
Heinemann.
One of what Matt Warburton's, he brought him in an initial 3-month contract.
Oh, Forrester.
Heinemann.
Aye, Harry Forrester, sorry guys.
See, how did I manage to get that for that? See that clue you gave?
But, people like that, we can move people like that on, I think it augurs well for the club. There's no point having people run about the club who are dissatisfied with their position or anything else. It goes through the rest of the squad, so I think if we move on, people all the better. Ox or Sunners or Callers, I'm going to drop out, mate, and give them a chance, alright?
Listen, mate, I'm really pleased. Good to hear from you, and listen, I'm really pleased that your evening's gone well, mate.
Oh, aye, listen, I'll give you a wee Skype sometime and fill you in, alright?
Alright, I've got some raffle prizes for you.
Good man.
Alright.
Right, night all.
Alright, cheers, mate.
Good night.
Night, Truth.
Gary?
I think, Danny Wilson certainly came on to a game recently, but it doesn't mean he can start, demanding things. But what I'm really wondering is if he does go, what can we get for him? Do you know what I mean? He's still got a year left in his contract.
Months left, Gary. It's up in the summer, mate.
Oh, is it? I thought it was next year. It was
up in the summer. No, that's how he's free to sign, mate.
Ah, right. So I thought it was next year.
There's weeks left in his contract. What would you take? What would you take, Fox? Let's be honest about it.
Well, you were going to Big Al, mate. First.
Oh, sorry, Big Al, and then back to Fox.
Aye, just clear the decks of all the dead wood. Simple.
Listen, if somebody doesn't and lost Big Al, Fox.
What was the question, mate?
That was about Danny Wilson and players leaving, mate.
How much will you take for him?
Right, much you take?
Well, it's a shame because he's beginning to show some decent form for us, but his contract's up. I heard a wee story that he was asking for just too much money, and the offer to go abroad must seem appealing to him. Good luck to Danny if he does go. I think he tried his best when he was here, mate.
What do you think? Because of the situation, travel. On you go,
I've been hearing that, I don't know if it's right enough, but I'm reading somewhere that his wife's American. So I suppose there could be the family side of things coming into it as well there. Moving across to the MLS, maybe get a bit more money. I'm just disappointed about him leaving because I think we've given him another chance to resurrect his career. I would have just liked him to show a wee bit of loyalty, but hey-ho, David Bates was smashing last night, so if Danny Wilson decides to leave, then David Bates should be made an offer to get that boy signed because
you've also got to remember at the start of the season nobody would have wanted Danny Wilson in the team. It was Cardozo and Alves.
I know, and Danny
that's a good point you make, Travel, about the loyalty thing as well. And that's kind of disappointed me slightly. But do you know what? He's got a few months left on his contract, Travel. If he doesn't want to be here, we don't need him.
I'm sure that Rangers could come to an agreement with whatever the MLS team is that want him, and they get agreement with him and Danny. I think most Rangers fans would say bye Danny and thanks for everything. Because he has done no too bad for us, particularly the last few months. He's seen us through some hard times.
But he went away down to Liverpool. We thought we had a cracker. We gave him the opportunity, and he went away down to Liverpool at the first opportunity. And fair enough, we were probably grateful for the money, but he's came back up the road, and all right, he was at Hearts and maybe doing all right there, but we gave him that chance. We gave him the chance to go on that stage again. and he never done it. And as Rudy touched on there, it's a loyalty party. I'm just a wee bit disappointed. He started to find a bit of a game, and knew we're going to lose him. So,
can I come enough. Can I come in there, Rox?
Of course you can, boy.
I think I'm just listening to this, and I'm maybe been watching something different to what everybody else has been watching, because Danny.
That's the usual with you.
Aye, maybe. But Danny Wilson's had a 3-year contract, and can you tell me how many, apart from perhaps the last 3 or 4 months, and that's been generous to Wilson, how many good games he's had before that? Because I didn't see it.
Hee-haw.
Exactly, Big Al. I thought he was absolutely terrible before that. I thought his attitude was absolutely shocking. And then now he's come on to a bit of game, or I suggested a wee while ago, he was coming up for a new renewing his contract, and all of a sudden he starts playing. I don't know whether that's the case or not. And now all of a sudden it's like, oh well, he's given his best and all that. I'm sorry, I don't think he has for me.
And only a few games too, Blue. That's what I was trying to say earlier.
He wasn't great. He wasn't great against St Johnstone, Hamilton,
that's right. And but at the same time, I don't hold any ill feeling towards the guy.
Oh no.
Let him go. If he wants to go, let him go. I'm quite happy, and we wish him well. He's no cost us. He's not really cost us anything, because he came across from Hearts in a deal that Warburton struck. He came across and probably thought he was going to be captain of Rangers, and then found out to his horror he wasn't. And then he found out to his horror, by the way, Rangers are a different ball game from anyone else. I must have forgot about this when I was for a youngster. It was great. Now it's a big toil. I'm expected to do X, Y, and Z, and it never happened for him until this season.
When you Fox, then Gary, then we'll go to Alan.
I think they were finding a lot of players who haven't played well for his mate have improved under Murphy, and I think he's one of them as well. A lot of players get better with better players round about them also, and I think that is also the case. I think he served as well with his time being here myself personally. Good luck to him.
All right, Gary?
For me, I think it really partly comes down to, obviously you're saying Danny Wilson wasn't great before, but the managers have changed since then, and obviously he's gradually got better. So surely it's got to be partly to do with who he's playing under and how they're getting him to play, and that's why he's improved over the last few months.
Hi, fair comment. Ibrox Loyal, then Mount Vernon.
Oh, you missed me.
Oh, sorry, Al. You next. Sorry, Al. Go on, when you go, mate.
I'm marking not doing my book, mate.
You must have a thick book, Al.
No, I was just kind of echo what Gary Mate said there. That it still comes back to he's only played so many good games, isn't it? I mean,
you're not going to be upset, are you? You're not upset if he leaves, are you?
Not at all. No,
none of my mate. I would have liked him to stay, but I'm not upset.
I can stop it now. Yeah, go next guy. That's fine.
Ibrox then, Mount.
Just like yourselves, mate. I wouldn't be disappointed if he left. If he stays, fair enough. He said that our last good few months was, as somebody says earlier. But I think the all stretches imagination now, mate. It's a case of he'll get a visa. If he gets a visa tomorrow, he'll be off. I think nobody too unrealistic. I think at least a couple 100,000 we should be able to get out of him. I know he's only got 6 months left.
I'd move on with that, mate. I'd move on if that was the case, mate. He's 4 or 5 months left in his contract. Mount Vernon?
Yeah, absolutely. I think Danny Wilson has been very, very good the last couple of games, especially at Celtic Park. I think for me, guys, I think he's I think he's lost that a wee bit. He's obviously asking for something completely outrageous in terms of his wage demands. So, hopefully we can get a nominal fee for him. Just remember, Danny, Rangers is the pinnacle of anyone's footballing career, and it's downhill for there, mate. It's rapidly downhill for there.
You'll no fit in with the Colorado Rapids, will he, Big Al?
No, I don't think so. But okay, see what's the matter with Danny Wilson. It's a streak of green that runs right through him. That's what's the matter with him. So Bye, Danny.
Can I just come in there, Ox? See, I'd be much more interested in sorting that boy Bates out with a new contract. That, for me, is important because I think that boy...
They're calling him the Ginger Maldini at the moment, mate.
Aye. Yeah.
Dougie Bear says Hawaiian Sunset Maldini.
I think you should be sorting that boy out. Apparently, Rangers are talking to him and Windass just now, and talks are going well.
Very well.
That's what I've been hearing. Talks are going really well. That for me is important because
all right, I'm going to go down the panel. There's quite a few on, and obviously time's moving on. And what I'm going to ask you today: everybody's fit. Every single player's fit. Your first 11 now. And I'm going to start with Al63 because he always says I leave him at the end.
See, you said that, I thought, oh, that's alright, I'll be last there. So
don't think about it, Al. Go.
Oh, they'll remember their team now, Al.
Right, odds and go.
Remember, only 11 players, Al.
He's done 12 before.
Right, Fods and go. Right, that's the big two. It's 10 fingers. Obviously, Tav. I would say the young fella, left back John. I would play Martin. And I think right now, much I've said this to Bridgman a few times, much as I've gave him a lot of stick, some games he has been crap in, but I think that guy Bates, see when he concentrates in that, and maybe this will be the making of him, the way the team's shaped him up. I would play Bates centre half with him, as we saw last night.
Right, that's the easy one.
I know, it's a midfielder's shitting it. Right hand side is going to be Candeas because you guys cool. We're going to play 4-4-2, aye?
Your team out.
Oh. I'll keep it easy then, 4-4-2 rather than mess about the numbers. Two central midfielders is going to be Doherty and... Oh, see, that's what gets happened. McCrory, right, because he can defend.
Okay.
Over on the left hand side, I've never liked Windass, and I'm glad Murphy's there, so I play Murphy.
Right.
And up top, I'd have Morelos and the Hibs guy, Cummings.
The Rangers guy, you mean?
Aye, but you know what I meant.
Alright. Okay, right, that's the starter for 10. We'll go to Travel Rug next. Who's got the pen and paper out?
Can I go next, Ox? I've got something to do.
Aye, of course you can, mate. Of course you can.
I've got my team here. So, goalkeeper, sorry, Travel. Goalkeeper, Wes, Tavernier, Bates, McCrory, John. Midfield of Candias, Doherty, Holt and Murphy, and up front, Cummins and Morelos.
Alright, mate. Alright. Travel Rug.
And that gives you that strong bench I'm not talking about.
All
the best, boys. Take care.
Cheers,
big man.
Cheers, Al.
All the best. Take care.
Australia Day, bud.
Aye, no worries. No surrender for Australia Day.
Travel Rug.
Big Wes. Tavernier because there's nobody else. The Bates and Big Russell, Lee Wallace, the midfield of McCrory, Goss, Candeas, Murphy, and a forward line of Cummins and Morelos.
Alright, Bridgman.
Nice team apart from Wallace.
I would go with the same goalkeeper and defence that we had the other night. No problem there. I would go. My midfield would be slightly different. I'd be going with, if everybody's fit, that is. I would be going with Doherty, Ryan Jack, young McCrory, and Murphy. And my forwards would be Windass and Morelos.
All right, mate. Rudy Bear.
I'm going to go with a 4-5-1 if that's all right.
It's your team, mate.
Wes, Tav, Bates, Martin, and DJ. Candace on the right, Murphy on the left. I'd have McCrory sitting just in front of the back four, and have Goss and Doherty playing in front of him. with Morelos up front.
All right. Blue Shadow.
Wait, I like that one.
I was going to go 4-5-1 as well. I think right standard. Basically, the standard back line. You know, sort of Fods, Tav, Bates, Martin, Declan John at the back.
There's only one guy went for Lee Wallace, but does that tell a story? Carry on.
The club captain, you mean?
Carry on.
Anyway, McCrory in CDM. Across it then in front of him, I'd have Murphy, Goss, Durans, and Candeas, and Morelos up top.
Yeah, that's good too.
All right.
Do you know the beauty of what we're talking about is I could see Blue Shadow's team against the Terriers, for example, but then you could see somebody else's team against Ross County.
But is it no great travel that we've got options? Is it no great?
Do you know something? That was a mistake. Kachina and Baith Warburton made, mate. They were that stubborn in their setup and what they were trying to do. There's got to be horses for courses. Mount Vernon, then Gary.
Ford the Prod and goals. Tavernier, Martin, Bates and John. CDM, Ross McCrory. Right winger would be Murphy, I think. Left winger. Right winger would be Josh Windass. With Docherty and Dorans in the middle, with Cummings just in between the sort of shadow striker and Morelos up front.
Right.
I'm doing that. No Candeas.
I would go with Fods and goal. Tav, Bates, Martin and John. McCrory just in front. And Goss in the centre. Candace on the right, Murphy on the left, and then Cummins and Morelos up front.
All right. Bridgeman?
I've already give it, pal.
Oh, sorry, I meant Ibrox.
All right, bud, no problem.
Yeah,
you want me to give it again?
Anytime you like, Bridge.
No, just in case you...
No, Ibrox loyal, Ibrox.
Okay, bud.
If you had it, would you give it, Bridge?
Yes.
Oh, that's not nice saying that.
I don't think Briggs gets a question travel. Ibrox.
Understood.
Yeah, I would have Wes, Tavs, Bates, Martin, DJ. Then on the right side of the midfield would be Candeas. Two central midfielders would be McCrory and Docherty, with Murphy on the left, and in a shadow striker role, Windass with Morelos up top.
Shadow striker.
Docherty's an attacking mind.
Is the Fox back with us?
I think it's too hard a question, mate.
Well, you're the man that everybody wants to hear.
There's a lot of options there, guys.
I think the strongest team that I could pick would be Tav and goal. Vod and goal, Taverner. Probably, oh God. I would go for Martin and McCrory, Declan John. Two sitting midfielders of Jack and Goss. For two wide wingers, because they both play well and both cover for the fullbacks when they attack, would be Candeas and Murphy, and up front Alfredo.
Oh,
see, that's what I wanted to be asked. Fox got the time to think on that. That's a bloody brilliant side, Fox.
But I only went to you first because you were moaning because of your always last. You know what I mean?
See, Tav was that good. Tav was that good last night, and he was so much all over the pitch. Fox has put him in goals now as well.
Fox's team's a beauty.
But that's the thing, we've got options now, because the team I picked there, I picked a 4-5-1, and my selections, if you're talking about a fully fit squad, you're talking about the likes of Cummins, Jack, Dorans, Holt, Wallace, Windass and Rossiter all sitting on the bench. Do you know what I mean?
I know.
That's a good bench, guys. You know what I mean? That's a good bench. You know what I mean?
And if you guys can click, Rudy. This title isn't done.
No, it's no. I said that last week, Alan. I said that. I agree with you 100%. I mean, it's just to touch on the Timbers. I don't like talking about the bastards, but just to touch on it, they got a dodgy result against a Partick Thistle side the other night.
That's your last warning for January.
Right, sorry. They got a dodgy result the other night there with the help of the cheat beating, giving them that dodgy penalty. Lustig should have been sent off, and Partick Thistle would have without 5 first-team players. So they were, and beating helped them win that game again. There's nothing great about that Celtic team, you know what I mean?
The Sinclair penalty.
Aye.
That was never a penalty.
Never in a million years.
And he stood there watching that and still gave a penalty.
Did you see his back heel to Brown or not?
It flicked it through him. All right, let's move on. Enough about them. You'll go to bad fire, Rudy.
Sorry. No, for the first time, Ox, it has to be said.
And it'll not be the last time, neither.
Probably not.
Look, we're getting close to shout-outs, so keep them brief, lads, and let's get around the panel. Fantastic the way everybody's conducted this a peak with 20 people on the panel tonight. I don't know if that's a record, but it's no far away. It's amazing what a good result does. Or a bad one, as Fox usually says. So we'll go to a shout out. Let's go. Who will we go to first? Alan 63.
Yeah.
Jinx, I must have said too much. Jinx, I'm nearly waiting here for the choices we've got. It's brilliant. It's to the whole squad this time, and not just Mr. Murray. And it's get to know each other's game, and the gelling will come a lot quicker. The training, get tore into the training, and Mr. Murray pick the right guys for the right games. And
Rudy Bear.
Aye, to Mr. Murray and the squad. What a fantastic team performance that was last night. But that's one game. You need to keep it going now. Consistency is the name of the game in the second part of the season. Get the plan sorted. Bit of hard training for the game on Sunday and go out and give another really good performance and a good one.
Blue Shadow.
But a big shout out goes to Ulster. It's like big Ulster there. It's like get onto that Facebook, mate. I think we need to get a whole load of questions lined up for our Scottish SFA correspondent up after this fantastic answer he gave us earlier.
Ibrox Loyal.
Can I just say a big royal blue welcome to the one and only Greg Docherty. Hope you do well, lad, because we're all behind you.
Yeah, mate. We wish you every success. Mount Vernon.
Can I give a big shout out to the Bard, our national hero, and a big shout to Rangers. Great result. Let's just keep this going. No surrender.
Travel Rogue.
Big shout out to Big Al in Australia, Mount Vernon, Ibrox loyal supporters. That's what this club's all about, and we're starting to get a wee bit of payback now, and we deserve it. So
what about Skipper? He was at the game for a day and a half.
I know. He stood there with that. I could just imagine him stood there at the bistro, holding that wee ticket, looking about. Feeling as if he's been stood up, his first ever date, and there you go. But
trust me, it's not the first time Skipper's been stood up. Gary.
That's Cumbria.
Just a big shout out to Mr. Murray and the boys. Keep the momentum going for Sunday. Just pick up where we left off last night. And to Greg Docherty, big welcome to the most successful club in the world. Hope you do us proud, pal.
Fox.
Good night. Thanks for listening.
Ridgeman.
Can I echo everybody's shout out? Tremendous shout outs tonight. Really good. And by the way, what you said earlier, Oxdear. Tremendous amount of people on the panel. Well done, everyone. I could just like to say a huge shout out to the news guy come in, Greg Docherty, and a big shout out to all his family. I wish you all the best, pal. Hope everything goes for you and your dreams come true, because we want it to happen. And to all the Rangers fans all over the world, and particularly Rangers fans in here on Rangers Radio, every single one of us, keep it going for the Rangers. We all need it. Keep it going.
once again, can I thank everybody for taking the time to join us here in Rangers Radio. Welcome to Rangers, Greg Docherty. Welcome to the most successful club in the world. I thank everybody for taking the time to call the show tonight. And I think I'll finish with a wee Robbie Burns verse. When your lights go out and they start to dim, thank your da, your Noah, Tim. Take it away, folks.
Hot way